Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another thought-provoking episode of our podcast series. I'm Michael, your dedicated host, and today I have the pleasure of being joined by the insightful Nora. Welcome, Nora.
Hi, Michael. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to engage in this important conversation about discrimination.
Discrimination is a pervasive issue that continues to affect individuals and communities worldwide. Nora, could you share your thoughts on why discrimination persists in our society despite efforts to address it?
Absolutely, Michael. Discrimination persists in our society due to a complex interplay of factors, including systemic inequalities, unconscious biases, and social norms and structures that perpetuate privilege and marginalization. While progress has been made in combating discrimination, deeply entrenched attitudes and beliefs, as well as institutional barriers and power imbalances, continue to fuel discrimination and injustice in various forms, such as racism, sexism, homophobia, ableism, and xenophobia.
That's a sobering reality, Nora. What are some of the ways in which discrimination manifests in our daily lives, and how does it impact individuals and communities?
Discrimination can manifest in various forms, ranging from overt acts of prejudice and bias to subtle microaggressions and systemic inequalities. Michael. These forms of discrimination can manifest in employment practices, educational opportunities, access to healthcare, housing, and other essential services, as well as interpersonal interactions and social dynamics. Discrimination not only denies individuals equal opportunities and rights, but also inflicts psychological harm, erodes self-esteem, and undermines a sense of belonging and inclusion. Additionally, discrimination perpetuates social divisions and tensions, hindering collective progress and unity within communities and society at large.
Those are important points to consider, Nora. What are some strategies and interventions that individuals and organizations can employ to combat discrimination and promote equality and inclusion?
Combating discrimination requires collective action and a commitment to social justice and equity, Michael. Individuals can challenge their own biases and prejudices, educate themselves about the experiences and perspectives of marginalized groups, and actively advocate for diversity, inclusion, and equal rights in their personal and professional spheres. Organizations can implement anti-discrimination policies and training programs, promote diversity and representation in leadership and decision-making positions, and create inclusive environments that value and celebrate the contributions of all members. Additionally, supporting and amplifying the voices of marginalized communities, advocating for policy reforms, and fostering dialogue and solidarity across diverse groups are essential for advancing equality and justice for all.
Thank you for outlining those strategies, Nora. Before we conclude this segment, do you have any final thoughts or reflections on the importance of addressing discrimination in our society?
I would just like to emphasize the urgency and importance of addressing discrimination as a fundamental human rights issue, Michael. By confronting discrimination in all its forms and working towards a more equitable and inclusive society, we can create a world where everyone is treated with dignity, respect, and fairness, regardless of their race, gender, sexual orientation, disability, or other identities.
Thank you so much, Nora, for your insightful perspective on the topic of discrimination. Now let's move to the second segment of our podcast. In this part, we're shifting our focus to a topic that is increasingly relevant in today's fast-paced world: work-life balance. Work-life balance is a term that's often thrown around, but what does it really mean? And why is it important, Nora?
Work-life balance refers to the equilibrium between our professional commitments and personal responsibilities, as well as our physical, mental, and emotional well-being, Michael. It's about finding harmony and satisfaction in all areas of our lives, including our careers, relationships, health, and leisure activities. Achieving work-life balance is important because it promotes overall happiness, reduces stress and burnout, improves health and productivity, and strengthens relationships with family and friends. By prioritizing balance, individuals can lead more fulfilling and sustainable lives, both personally and professionally.
Well said, Nora. However, in today's hyper-connected world, achieving work-life balance can be easier said than done. What are some of the common challenges that individuals face when it comes to balancing their work and personal lives?
There are several common challenges that individuals encounter when striving for work-life balance, Michael. These can include long working hours and demanding workloads, blurred boundaries between work and personal life due to technology and remote work, pressure to constantly be available and responsive, and a culture that glorifies busyness and productivity at the expense of self-care and leisure time. Additionally, competing priorities such as family obligations, social commitments, and personal interests can make it difficult to allocate time and energy effectively, leading to feelings of overwhelm and imbalance.
Those are significant challenges, Nora. What are some strategies and practices that individuals can implement to enhance their work-life balance and prioritize their well-being?
Enhancing work-life balance requires intentional effort and self-awareness, Michael. Some strategies that individuals can implement include setting boundaries around work hours and communication, such as establishing designated offline times and creating a separate workspace at home to maintain separation between work and personal life. Prioritizing self-care activities, such as exercise, meditation, and hobbies, can help individuals recharge and manage stress more effectively. Additionally, practicing time management techniques, such as prioritizing tasks, delegating responsibilities, and scheduling regular breaks, can help individuals achieve a greater sense of control and balance in their daily lives. Finally, seeking support from colleagues, friends, and family members, and communicating openly about one's needs and limitations can foster a supportive environment that promotes well-being and balance.
Thank you for outlining those practical strategies, Nora. Before we conclude this segment, do you have any final thoughts or reflections on the importance of work-life balance in today's society?
I would just like to emphasize that work-life balance is not a luxury, but a necessity for overall well-being and fulfillment, Michael. By prioritizing balance and taking proactive steps to manage our time and energy effectively, we can lead more satisfying and meaningful lives, both inside and outside of the workplace. It's essential to recognize that achieving work-life balance is an ongoing journey that requires self-reflection, adaptation, and self-compassion, but the rewards are well worth the effort.
Thank you so much, Nora, for your valuable insights and perspective on the topic of work-life balance.
It's been my pleasure, Michael. Thank you for the opportunity to engage in this important conversation.